Hey, it's the Fatboy Show on RX Radio. How you doing today? Hope you're enjoying the fact that you are alive and well. Obviously, you'd have to be alive to be listening to the Fatboy Show. But are you well? That is the aspect that one can only hope for, which I hope in your case is that the answer is yes, you are well. Personally, now I am well. I was not well yesterday, and over the weekend I lost my voice. And if you can listen to my voice right now, it even still sounds like it's on the verge of thinning out.
What did you do?
I just woke up and the voice was gone. I could not talk, and I was just croaking like a 90-year-old woman. I felt like... which cartoon is it where the person lost her voice? Oh, wait, is that Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, and which the live-action remake is coming out in a few weeks. But basically, you've seen the Little Mermaid, where the cartoon where she essentially wanted to live on the surface, and in exchange, I think she had to part with her voice.
I've watched the movie. I've not watched
and
the cartoon.
the witch essentially took her voice in exchange for her legs and the ability to live on land.
Yeah.
So the trade was made, and she went on land and started frolicking about, and I can't remember what happened after that.
Okay.
I am totally not looking forward to the live-action remake, though. I don't know if you are. Are you?
I don't know why Hollywood keeps remaking these movies. Can't you just... I like what... who is the guy of Avatar? Is that...
James Cameron.
James Cameron. I like what they did with the Titanic. They didn't remake it.
They just made an original.
An original in 4K. That's it. They left everything else as it was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you want to rescreen something, do that. Give it a better resolution.
You're right.
That's it.
They could have simply remastered and re-released the older classics.
Thank you.
Rather than to try to make these live-action abominations that we've been suffering with. They're just been so bad.
But what does it say about Hollywood? Do you think that writers have probably, run out of their juice?
I think so. I did a segment with Sarah the other day, which you can catch on YouTube, and the segment is titled Pop Culture Peaked in the 90s, where essentially all of the creativity that we had come to appreciate in Hollywood and in music and fashion and culture all kind of ended in the 90s, and since then we've just sort of been rehashing all those things.
And yet, today we have better resources in terms of
You would
equipment, there are better studios, so what's not giving?
The one resource we don't seem to have is ideas. Which is
even there is this new show on Netflix called The Night Agent. So a few people have watched it and have loved it. Not that it is the best I've seen, but it's still been a long time since I found something as captivating. It gives you some bit of 24 vibes, but it is not as fast-paced. But still, we are like, okay, I would rather this than what we've been having.
Right, is it good?
It's good enough.
Night Agent.
Okay. It's good enough, but what I'm trying to say is that good movies, good shows, or good music, it is so rare that when we get something substantially good, we are going to watch it because everything else is boring.
I know, right? It's just, and considering that we have a plethora of entertainment platforms now, even the choice of what to watch becomes so difficult.
Maybe the problem is the live streaming, because the companies that are live streaming want new episodes, new movies, new shows, like in record time, and there is no time to develop something. Because back in the day, someone would release a movie star would star in a movie, and it would be like the one or two in a year. But now you're going to see the same actor in like 5 movies in the same year.
I'm wondering if it's sustainable, though. Can the market support all of that investment into all these entertainment properties? Because look, if people are now being forced to, in the past it used to be all the shows were on Netflix, right? But then when the different companies started their own streaming platforms, the Disneys, the HBOs, and Paramount and everything.
And they're targeting the same
And they're
audience.
targeting the same people who have to spend their own same meager resources. So they now have to make a choice. Like, if I'm spending $10 a month, on who am I spending it?
So you choose a platform and you're like, I'll go for Netflix, I'll go for HBO. Personally, I think HBO and Amazon have better productions compared to most of the movies I've seen on Netflix.
Wow. And do you watch those shows on those platforms?
I do. I don't live stream them.